Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? Snowmageddon? What? A blizzard of biblical proportion, an apocalyptic scenario. It looks like a scene out of the apocalypse. It looks like a scene out of the apocalypto. It is Snowmageddon on I-95 in Virginia. And it's crazy what's going on right now. But let me tell you all about it. You won't even believe it, including a U.S. senator stuck in his car for 19 hours. What? Wait a minute. First of all, www.ketowithpaul.com. That's www.ketowithpaul.com. You see, weight management is a universal struggle. And after we turn 20, this struggle becomes much harder. This is because our body's metabolism slows by as much as 4% each decade. This is why I highly recommend KetoWithPaul.com by BioTrust. This amazing powder helped me lose more weight in a shorter period of time than anything I've tried. Much like the keto diet, it can help elevate levels of the fat-burning ketones. It helped make my weight loss easy. And if you want to help support your weight loss, you'll love KetoWithPaul.com and save 51% off on the price. Go to www.ketowithpaul.com. All right. Well, the other way you can lose weight is be stuck in a snow blizzard on I-95 in Virginia in the middle of the night. It hit yesterday afternoon, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, this massive blizzard of biblical proportion. It's definitely an extreme weather condition. People are starving, freezing, hundreds and hundreds of drivers, really thousands of drivers, stranded for hours and still are on I-95. What? It's a long way to Richmond, traveling Highway 95. That's right. That's right, guys. With the blizzard coming down and everybody slip and slide. Right. We're freezing on this highway. Yes, it's horrible on I-95. So, guys, let me just say it's insane what happened here. But I-95 in Virginia stranded cars and trucks along with crashes for 45 miles, stuck over 19 hours in this snow blizzard. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And let me just tell you a little bit more about what took place. They're starving, they're freezing, hundreds of drivers stranded for hours on I-95. It started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when the snow blizzard began to hit. Hundreds of cars have been stranded for hours on I-95, with crews trying to clean up from yesterday's winter storm. Ice, freezing rain, ice, and then snow, sleet. Some stuck in their vehicles starting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. The traffic jam near Stafford County on the Interstate 95, and dozens of people have contacted the 8 News newsroom in desperation. They're calling 911 everywhere, saying this has been a nightmare with no sign of relief. Everybody right now is just sleeping it off, said Marvin Romero, who has been stranded in his car with his 2 daughters since 3 p.m. Monday. We've been waiting for the time when we can finally be free from this. What? This is insane, folks. 19 hours. And the Virginia Department of Transportation down in Fredericksburg said this morning, they made this statement about 3 hours ago. We are working to get the traffic moving in as best we can using every available interchange between Prince William and Caroline counties. There are interchanges at the following exit 104, 110 at Caroline, 118, 126, 130, 133, and on and on and on. The Virginia Department of Transportation said the closure was due to the tractor trailer that jackknifed with power lines involved. Governor Ralph Northam tweeted around 8:17 a.m. saying, "My team has been working throughout the night alongside the Virginia State Police and the Virginia Department of Transportation and to try to respond to the situation on I-95. They haven't done a very good job. I'm just going to tell you right now, there's no way traffic should be backed up 45 miles. No way can an accident, a couple accidents, shut a road down 19 hours. Now, I've been in a lot of blizzards on the roads. There's no way. What happened was they were shutting down these exits as well. So if they'd left the exits open, people could have been filtering out. Yes, they still would have been a blizzard. Yes, they might have got stuck in the smaller towns and exit lanes too. But you just, and you can't wait. I know what they were doing. They were waiting for the storm to end, but that left people stuck all afternoon, all evening, all night, and still there now. That's insane. Now, I'm not trying to criticize, but it looks to me like this could have been handled way better. And it's a disaster. Even Senator Tim Kaine, who could have been vice president of the United States had Hillary won, he said, "I started my normal 2-hour drive to Washington, D.C. at 1 p.m. Monday. 19 hours later, I'm still not near the Capitol. My office is in touch, though, with the Virginia Department of Transportation to see how we can help other Virginians in this situation. Please stay safe, everybody." So even a U.S. Senator like Tim Kaine has been stuck on this interstate for 19 hours. It's insane. Cars were flipped into ditches, down trees, blocked roads, snow blankets. There's power lines down, semis jackknife. I realize it was a mess out there, and it still is. But wow, this is a long, long time. And people ran out of gas, so they're freezing. It got down to 11 degrees last night. It's up to about 24 right now. I mean, they're cold. If you ran out of gas, you were in trouble last night. If you ran out of gas, and we may have some fatalities when they get done, when they start moving all the cars and trying to figure out who's what. This we don't know exactly the severity of this, but it is awful. And so anyway, a lot of prayers going out for everybody there. I really am concerned. But it's, again, this is what Mike from around the world has been talking about. Extreme weather conditions, blizzards like we've never seen before. Matter of fact, Mike from around the world. Oh, okay, can't get that call. No, I can't. Mike from around the world. Okay. Mike from around the world even said this. Matter of fact, let's just go back and look at what he said. Here's what he said last Thursday night. Mike from around the world said, "A super blizzard is coming in 2 weeks in mid-January 2022. Well, this isn't quite mid-January. This is January 3rd, and today's the 4th. So he's still talking about a future blizzard yet to come. But this was certainly a blizzard. Extreme weather condition has definitely hit on just a few days after Mike said it. What is it? About a half a week after he said it. He said this Thursday night. Here it is, Tuesday, and we're seeing this blizzard. Mike also said there would be a flash flooding. He said in 2022, there will be a massive flood in Arizona. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that as well, as obviously these things are taking place. Now, Mike also made this statement. He said a moon or planet-type object was discovered in 2014 behind the sun, but now scientists say it is speeding up. It is planet X or Nibiru. It's the moon. It's the planet that's orbiting the dwarf star, which could be Wormwood. okay, which really could be wormwood. Now, as it's approaching, the effects on the weather will be extreme. I mean, extreme. So we've got to stay on top of these things and watch what's happening, because certainly it's affecting the conditions on the planet. Now, I call this the effects of Planet X, and I'm actually going to have a little summit. It's not a full-blown webinar. Just going to have I'm going to interview 4 guys specifically for one subject: the incoming, the effects of Planet X. This thing coming behind the sun that Mike around the world confirmed. It was confirmed also by these scientists. We talked about this last Thursday night. Mike really went into detail about it. And so I've decided to hold a mini summit right at the end of January with only 4 speakers. We're going to make this very affordable, just because it's going to be a little 4-speaker mini summit. And we've already contacted the speakers, and I think we've got 100% confirmation from everybody. We definitely have one from Gil Brazard. Gil Brazard is going to join us and give us a up-to-the-minute analysis of where we're at now on the effects of Planet X. And he, of course, has been studying Planet X for about a decade. So he is all over it. And he said, Paul, if there's never been a more urgent time than now, as this thing is approaching. So Gil Brazard is going to be one of our speakers. Another one is Marshall Masters. Some of you may have heard of him, but he has been studying Planet X also since about 1999. And he has written about 3 books on this subject and has been involved in comprehensive research on this subject. And so he is also going to join us to give us his latest update. He is very passionate about it, and so is Gil Brazard. Both these guys have been studying this. They're astronomers. They understand how the planets work. This is their expertise. So also, we will, first time ever to interview him, he will be on this mini summit, Planet X, and there will be images, there will be a documentation, there will be a lot of presentation involved in this mini summit. You'll be able to watch it online. And also the third, we're also going to get Mike from around the world. Since Mike really revealed some stuff to us last Thursday, we'd like for Mike to also, since he can talk even more freer on the summit, because all you got to do is, you just purchase your ticket and then boom, you get to watch it. It's only 4 speakers. I'm going to interview each of them. I'm not speaking. I'm just going to interview them. And they are, again, Gil Brazard, Marshall Masters, Mike from around the world, and the 4th guy is 85%, 90% confirmed. So I probably should wait till he gives me 100%. But he is also got some intel on this, and he's been studying this pretty close for a good 7 or 8 years. So believe me, big name, this will be a very, very powerful summit. We're going to find out. It's called the effects of Planet X, the destroyer. And we want to be ready for this, okay? Be ready for this. All right. So this will be really, really good. So don't miss this. We'll let you know when. I think it's going to be January 28th and 29th, or maybe it's January 29th and 30th. I don't remember. It's right at the end of January, okay? But it will be, you can watch all 4 of these in one evening. They're an hour. Each interview will be an hour apiece. This will be 4 powerful hours that I think that you will truly get a good grip, because we're just getting bits and pieces. It's time. It is time. We have got to explain this thing because it's going to affect us in 2022 and 2023. There's no doubt about it. So we want to be ready for it. I'll tell you more about that as it happens. Binary star, a lot of different conversations, a lot of different theories. But when you're bringing in probably for sure, these guys are all experts. Okay, absolutely. So Mike from around the world, Gil Brazard, Marshall Masters, and one other one that I'll tell you when I get 100% confirmation. This will be great. This will be great. Okay. Now, as why I bring this up, it's because these blizzards that we're seeing here, these blizzards are actually the effects of Planet X. Okay. And Mike says we got one coming up mid-January, a blizzard, super blizzard, he called it. I'd almost call this a super blizzard. It shuts down an interstate for 45 miles, but that's not even the one I don't think he's talking about. It could be, but it's certainly a super blizzard. And, so if he's 4 or 5 days off, I guess we could give it to him. I mean, okay. But maybe there's more coming, and that's what we'll ask him on Thursday night. You mean, is there another one coming besides this? What about that Snowmageddon deal we had in Oregon and Washington State and Colorado? What about the Colorado winds and the fire that burnt down 1,100 homes? That's insane. Straight line winds of 115 miles an hour. Is anybody out there listening? Is anybody paying attention to what's going on here? And this is why we are so focused in getting people to Jesus Christ. This is why the Salvation Station is reaching out, and we had 73 salvations last Thursday night with Mike around the world. We had 38 Sunday night. And we're just not going to stop, folks, because Jesus is coming soon. Don't be left behind. Don't be left behind. It's getting crazier out there. And, and the video I did over on Patreon yesterday, people love this. They loved it about the Florida monster. I mean, it blew their mind when they found out that this was about 15 eyewitness, several different locations, documented actual events that no one has really even talked about. This took place in 1948. And you got to go check this out. Okay, guys, it's at my Patreon channel, The Florida Monster. Check it out. Okay, guys, I'll be right back in a little bit here. There's so much going on. I think we got to get people to understand today is the day of salvation. This is the time. And we want to double down. We want to double down and get as many people to Jesus Christ as we can, because we are truly running out of time. You don't want to wait around, guys, because the Lord is coming. And so we're doubling down in 2022, double the urgency, double the salvations. Let's double the anointing and receive the double of the glory. That is what we're all about. I'll be right back in just a moment after this. I was walking home from school on a cold and winter day. Took a shortcut through the woods and I lost my way. It was getting late and I was scared and alone. And a kind old man took me by the hand and he led me home. Mama couldn't see him, but she was standing there. I knew in my heart he was an answer to my prayer. Oh, I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you in our darkest hour, show us how to live. They teach us how to give, to guide us with the light of love. When life held troubled times, had me down on my knees, there's always been someone come and comfort me. A kind word from a stranger to lend a helping hand. A phone call from a friend just to say I understand. Ain't it kind of funny at the dark end of the road, someone led the way with just a single ray of hope. I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you in your darkest hours. They show us how to live. They teach us how to give. Guide us with the light of love. They wear so many faces, show up in the strangest places, grace us with their mercy in our time of need. Among us, I believe there are angels among us. I believe there are angels among us. I believe there are angels among us. Oh yes, I believe there's absolutely angels among us. Thank God. And how many times has God sent ministering spirits unto us, guardian angels, to protect us during the times of great possible tragedy, a great turmoil, and things that could happen to us. Thank God for the mercy of God. Don't forget your silver products, folks, of course. Thank you. Beautiful story. Don't forget that, because in this time we're in right now, it's crazy. We have the silver toothpaste, and which is awesome. Just knock it out right out of the blocks. Any kind of virus or germs, bacteria. Also the wound gel, the silver wound gel. It's really good about the toothpaste. So it's silver with a wintergreen fresh taste and no fluoride. So in other words, you got the silver killing the bacteria and you have no fluoride killing you. I mean, that's a no-brainer there. Get that toothpaste. And then you got the silver gel in case you got some cuts, bruises, abrasions, burns. Let's get those taken care of really good. It's nice and cool and soothing, and the healing properties that are there. And of course, the lozenges. And I've been using them the last couple of days. I've had a little bit of a cold, not much. But boy, those lozenges have really, really helped me. Just stop the tickle, stop all that cough, none of that. Can't let it get started. So we've been using that. And then of course the liquid. And I take a swig of that every day, and that really helps, so get yours now. We stocked up because we knew people would be needing their silver. So we ordered extra. We stocked our inventory in here, and people have been ordering it. So we made sure we stocked up well to take care of your needs on this during this time. All right, guys, I'll be back. Of course, we got a live broadcast starting at 12 noon Eastern. 12 noon Eastern. So I'll be back in about 45 minutes with a complete rundown with everything that's going on the coming apocalypse. I'll see you at 12 noon. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you saved?